On May 12, 2025, the world watched as the US and China announced a 90-day truce in their long-running trade war. The Geneva Accord paused new tariffs and export controls, including China's restrictions on rare earth elements, vital for tech and defense. Markets surged, businesses breathed a sigh of relief, and for a moment it seemed a breakthrough was possible. But beneath the optimism, the core disputes, intellectual property, market access, and industrial subsidies remained unresolved. The truce was a pause, not a peace treaty, and seasoned observers knew the real test was yet to come. The world hoped this fragile calm could lead to lasting change, but uncertainty lingered. Optimism faded quickly as a new dispute emerged over rare earth elements, materials essential for everything from electric vehicles to advanced weaponry. China controls most of the world's supply and processing of these 7 critical elements, making the US heavily dependent. The Geneva Accord's vague language left room for disagreement, especially over China's initial restrictions on these rare earths. For Beijing, rare earths are a powerful bargaining chip. For Washington, access is a national security imperative. The unresolved issue exposed deep mistrust and showed that, even with a truce, the most sensitive flashpoints remained active. The rare earth standoff was more than a trade dispute. It was a clash of strategic interests. The Geneva Accord's ambiguity threatened to unravel the fragile peace. Markets initially soared on news of the truce, with global indices and supply chain-dependent companies posting big gains. But as reports of rare earth disagreements surfaced, optimism evaporated and stocks tumbled. Businesses, hoping for stability, were thrown back into uncertainty, forced to reconsider supply chains and production plans. The rare earth dispute threatened critical industries, especially high-tech manufacturing. Investor confidence proved fragile, tied directly to the unpredictable US-China relationship. The brief rally and sharp downturn underscored how deeply global markets are linked to geopolitical stability. The truce, meant to bring calm, instead highlighted the persistent instability at the heart of the global economy. In June, US and Chinese officials met in London to salvage the truce, focusing on rare earth exports. After tense negotiations, China agreed to a 6-month pause on new restrictions for the disputed elements, but kept existing controls. The compromise offered only temporary relief, delaying rather than resolving the core conflict. The US welcomed the pause but insisted on full access to critical materials for any lasting deal. Both sides issued carefully worded statements, calming markets but preserving their leverage. The London meeting bought time, but the fundamental issues remained unresolved. For businesses and markets, uncertainty persisted, with the threat of renewed disruption ever present. As of June 18, 2025, the US-China truce holds, but just barely. The rare earth dispute looms over the global economy, exposing the risks of relying on a single supplier for critical materials. Governments and corporations worldwide are scrambling to diversify supply chains and reduce dependency on China. The conflict is reshaping global manufacturing and resource strategies, with far-reaching implications. Rare earths are essential for green energy and digital technology. Any disruption could stall climate progress and innovation. The standoff signals that future geopolitics will revolve around control of strategic resources. The world waits, hoping fragile dialogue can prevent the next phase of conflict and that economic stability will prevail.